Grasping, but nothing but air. And the conversion is good.
Well,
so after a slow start, remember UCLA went on top 7-0. Look at this one more time. Penny, 5-3, nothing there.
You could see him grab for a leg, and the leg just wasn't there. I'll tell you what, before UCLA leaves, let's just talk about Scott Stewart and what he's done with this program. To get here, his first tournament at the CRC, and to be in this championship semifinal. Jack Clark been very gracious and really mentoring Scott Stewart from UCLA through this process. Unfortunately for Scott Stewart, the master, still the master.
Time has expired. They will play on. One man back. That's Jake Anderson playing deep. And it just keeps running right into trouble. Two men bringing down at the 22-meter mark.
Cal counter ruck. Great job.
Release number 4.
So penalty. Well, at least UCLA can end this thing with a try.
Right at the middle. So the Bruins make it a little more respectable with a 2-point conversion coming. Tyler Pritchard able to punch it through.
Pritchard from Nassau, from the Bahamas. He talked about the Olympics. His father and his grandfather, Olympians in sailing. Great finish. Not enough today, though, to oust Cal from this tournament.
So we are first team punching their ticket to the final. The Cal Golden Bears get past UCLA 33-21. Cal is moving on to the final.
It's avocado season at Subway.
Who else but Subway?
Talk about a home run.
This super tasting superfood helps power any training routine.
To be the best, you've got to eat the best.
Try rich, creamy avocado on any of your favorite subs.
It goes great with trout.
Like on the protein-packed Subway Club. Tender roast beef, black forest ham, crisp veggies, and super tasty avocado.
Subway, the official training restaurant of Ryan Howard,
of Mike Trout,
Carl Edwards, and athletes everywhere.
I am a United States sailor.
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
And I will obey the orders of those appointed over me.
I represent the fighting spirit of the Navy and those who have gone before me.
To defend freedom and democracy around the world.
I proudly serve my country's Navy combat team.
With honor, courage, and commitment.
I am committed to excellence
and the fair treatment of all.
We are America's Navy.
Who is Life University? We are revolutionaries, big thinkers, and innovators. We believe all of life is connected, and we want yours to be happy and healthy. We play hard, dream big, and love life. We are not content with the status quo. With 12 undergraduate degrees, 2 master's degrees, and the world's largest chiropractic program, we are here to be extraordinary and maximize the expression of the perfection within. Life, the not-so-little university that's changing the world.
Here at the Collegiate Rugby Championships, this is semi-final number 2 to decide who will play Cal for the title. It'll be the Life Running Eagles against the Midshipmen of Navy. We send it down to the field in Marty Snyder.
Well, Dan Payne brought his team last year here, and they fell a little bit short. Why is the team more prepared to win it all this year, Dan?
Well, I think with another year of experience, with added experience, you build your composure, and then, as everybody knows, any coach anyways knows that if you increase your composure and your level of composure, you're able to execute at a higher level. And we've done that. I think Tui Osborne, our coach, has done a great job changing us over from 15s to 7s in the last 7 to 10 days since the national championships. And you know, ultimately it comes down to being here last year and having that additional year of experience.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Dan, Todd?
All right, so the running Eagles of Life University taking on the Navy midshipman Mike Coiner, the Sevens head coach. He played for the USA back in '98 to 2002, and Navy is a 3-year veteran of the CRC. They played in the quarters the last 2 years, so this is an experienced team. May not be as flashy as some of these other teams, but Navy will get it done.
A lot of pride in this naval squad too, and they're here to play, and they're going to be physical.
Had a chance to watch the quarterfinals earlier today, and this is life at its best. They get their big horses out in the open field, and these guys are absolute specimens like that young man, Joe Cowley, who, Brian, we've talked about it. He may be the MVP of this tournament.
So far, you know, we've talked a lot about Colton Carriaga and Cam Dolan, but Joe Cowley has been the most consistent player. And watch this, around the corner on Jack McCullough there, a nice little nudge, just perfectly placed into the arms again, and just falls on it for the try. A great opening.
6'2", $190. Look at the moves on Cowley. Perfect instincts, great hands, 5 points. That's the try for life, and the conversion coming at a tricky angle. Now, it was raining earlier today here at PPL Park, but it has let up. The sun's starting to break through, but there is a breeze coming off the Delaware River. But the 2 points is up and good. So it's life on top of Navy, 7-0. Who's life? Well, they come to us by way of Marietta, Georgia, and it's a private university founded back in 1974, primarily a chiropractic school. Enrollment just under 2,500, but you talk to any proud alum at Life University, and they'll say we are good at 2 things: chiropractics, getting kids ready for pre-med, and rugby.
Well, they'd want you to know, too, that now they have 12 undergraduate programs in that university. A lot of different choices, and they've been great at recruiting nationwide now. They got one of the U.S. national team coaches, Dan Payne, who's their director.
Is this a case where you think Navy and Mike Coiner, their head coach, are going to try to slow this thing down, grind it out with them?
Well, you got to hold on to the ball and go through phases, and that's not going to get it done. Unfortunate there. Number 7, Sam Gideon, just knocks the ball on and gives Life a chance close in to their own goal line.
Yeah, electric.
Big Life crowd here today.
Touch. Set.
Color coordinated in the stands as they were last year. Cowley to Carriaga, looking for a break. Jake Anderson.
Roll blue.
Dolan with space.
Cam Dolan dragged down by a chicken wing there, and the clean out coming. Forming the ruck.
From the gate, please. 5. Yeah.
Number 5, Joe Cowley, not coming in straight from the back of that ruck, so Navy, a little bit of breathing room. Jack McCullough.
Roll. Lead it blue.
And it goes back to Life.
Jake McFadden gives it to Dolan. Lots of composure.
Look at this.
He cares a few people, but this is the thing. Dolan needs to get that ball with those big outstretched arms available to make a pass. Instead, he gets tackled.
And they'll just punch it right up the gut, and another try for Life. Colton Carriaga, 5'10", 180, 2012 All-American. He's the captain of the 15 squad, and not a big guy, but look how smart this is.
Carriaga, he's on his way tomorrow morning, going to fly out to the Olympic Training Center and be part of the greater training group for the Rugby World Cup Sevens that's coming up at the end of this month in Moscow. Cowley will look to convert and put 14 points ahead of Navy.
And the conversion unsuccessful, so it remains 12-0. Life on top of Navy, and we send it down to the field in Marty.
Well, Todd, a lot of teams had about a month to prepare for the Sevens championship. Not Life. You heard Dan Payne mention it. They won the national championship in Rugby 15s on May 18th. He gave the guys about 4 days off. They had a bunch of walkthroughs. They didn't really prepare full-on contact until last week for the Sevens tournament. And he told me tomorrow we're going to rest because whatever happens, these guys need a little bit of time off just to recover because they've been playing rugby for about 3 straight months.
Absolute grind for these kids in life. One of the schools that these kids are still in school, so taking tests. We saw Dartmouth proctoring exams in the hallways and down in the lobby of the hotel. UCLA, another school that is still in classes for this semester. And a nice breakaway. Glenn Marcielli dumps it off, man on the spot.
First knock by Blue, second by
Unfortunately,
White.
they're going to get Navy with the first knock.
Great break by Maricelli.
Yeah, knocked it on first, then White knocked it on. Okay. White went forward off Blue first.
Dolan can't come up with the handle.
Come White. Let's go. Yeah.
Jake McFadden, number 4, is going to feed this Life University scrum.
Crouch. Let's go quick. Let's go touch. Set.
Coming up on a minute to play here in the first half. The winner of this game moves on to the championship to face off against Cal.
Yeah, just leave it knocked on.
And a knock on is when you have possession and you knock the ball forward.
Defending scrum, stay both feet behind the ball, okay? You got in front of it there.
Zach Miller can't find the handle. We talked earlier, Todd, about passing and the skill level, and if you look at some of the passes coming out of the hands of these Life University players, they're just bullets, and they can find halfway across the field into the hands of a player just spot on.
Set. Binds up, Blue. Up, guys. Okay, first you
Navy not as skilled.
Right, bind on the back.
You know, please. Navy just doesn't get as much of a chance to play rugby.
Crouch.
They got a few other things to do.
Oh. Have it in.
No.
Well, you look at the list of the activities that the Naval Academy midshipmen have outside of the classroom, and it's impressive not to think of what they have on their immediate future upon graduation.
Release, Ruck.
Great leg drive by Miller. Jake Anderson can't find the handle.
So a nice break for Navy there.
Navy will have one more shot to get something going here, but they are deep in their own territory. They got a long way to go, and they got Life University in front of them.
Yep. So the clock has expired. The official now has control of the game.
Touch. Set. Stay in it, White.
Oh, it's stolen by Life. They'll have another chance. Jake Anderson.
Jake Anderson just going to blow his way across. .6'4", 230-pound sophomore from Missoula, Montana gets his second try of the tournament. And Life out to a commanding lead here at the half. 17-0 with the 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Anderson's huge. He and Glenn Maricelli showed up a couple years ago at Life. They drove all night from Missoula, Montana, where they played their high school rugby under Dr. Troy Doxey, who just loves rugby and just started a team up there in Missoula for some young high school kids. Maricelli, I saw a picture of him the other day from one of the coaches there. He looked like John Belushi when he got out of the car.
17-0. The Running Eagles of Life out in front. One more half to play, and they're into the championship versus Cal. Can they get it done? Stick around and find out.
The Reaper. It's as unforgiving as the summer heat and preys on the unprepared. Don't let overheating kill your engine. Be prepared with Prestone's patented anti-corrosion coolant formula. Cheat the death of your car. Prestone it.
Klondike's 5 seconds to glory. Jim versus Baby Talk.
I'm your little hamster.
Climb in my pocket, little hamsty wamsty.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
What do women want? This is Genesis. She likes men completely hairless, and no, she doesn't think that's weird.
I don't.
Whatever style she likes, make sure it looks perfect. Trim, shave, and edge with the Pro Glide Styler. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Ortho Crime Files, gross misconduct. Disturbing the pantry. A house under siege. Homeowner calls in the big guns. Say hello to Home Defense Max with a one-touch continuous spray wand. Kills bugs inside and prevents new ones for up to a year. Guaranteed. Nothing to see here, people. Ortho Home Defense Max. Get order, get Ortho.
I have a job for you. To catch the world's most dangerous criminals, you need the world's most elite cops.
I chose a team of cops, each has a special skill.
It's like what a Justice League or something. Crossing Lines premieres Sunday, June 23rd, here on NBC.
Tonight,
the Kings are the Kings.
The defending Stanley Cup champions, the top-seeded Blackhawks. Game 2 of the Western Conference Final. Tonight, 7 Eastern on the NBC Sports Network. Because it's the Cup.
A ruck is the most common element of a rugby match. Once the ball carrier is taken to ground, he must immediately release the ball, and the tackler must roll away. Once a player from each team engages, then the ruck is formed, and the ball may be played away. Yeah, hands, hands!
Currently, Life up 17-0 over Navy. Mike, how do you get your guys back into this game?
Well, we got to do better at the contact. They're counter-rucking us right now. We've got to be able to find a solution to handle that.
And he also talked about keeping the ball. He said, guys, no more turnovers. Obviously, Life's got some big boys, don't they, Todd?
No question about it. Some absolute horses there. Cam Dolan, Jake Anderson, Jake McFadden, Colton Cowley. We haven't even seen Paris Hollis yet, and that kid's an absolute burner, 6 feet, 212 pounds. Second half underway, 7 minutes away from making it to the championship is Life University. Remember last year they lost in the bronze medal matchup to Cal, so they would love some sweet redemption, and beating Cal in the championship would be fantastic, but they've got to get past the Naval Academy. Cam Dolan just blowing through the line. Cam Dolan goes 6'6", 240 pounds.
And notice every time he goes into contact, he draws 2 defenders. And with only 7 people on the field, you draw 2, there's going to be an overlap somewhere.
Strong blue.
That's one of the reasons why he's so dangerous, but also an aerial specialist can get up for that ball. You can't get over the top of those arms.
And that was the infraction on the forward pass. So scrum coming for the Naval Academy. The midshipmen desperately looking something. Get on the board. 5 points for a try, 2 points for the conversion. They trail 17-0 as the clock continues. Actually being stopped right now. 6:13 to play on the substitution.
Well, in for Navy is really their best shot on the corner at speed, and that is Daniel Gallion, the 400-meter champion in the Patriot League this year.
Roll blue!
Colton Carriaga, the ball carrier.
Back. Release tackler.
Numbers outside for Life.
Great passing by the running Eagles. And the try.
Joe Cowley once again. One of the attributes of a good rugby player is what we call a nose for the line, and you just know where your body is in space, how far you are from that line, and how to get there, and that is how far he needed to go, and he manages to find a way. Joe Cowley getting it done for Life University.
8th try of the tournament for Cowley, second in this matchup, and Life is starting to run away from Navy. 22-0 with a conversion coming. Conversion good, so 70 points now for Cowley. Big contribution from that young man.
That's a good weekend. That's a good year for some people.
Has he been subbed off? Let's play then.
Downward pressure, and it's good to go.
And Cowley's going to take a break. Gets a handshake from the Sevens coach, Tui Osborne, former USA Sevens player himself.
McAuliffe crossing into Life territory. Cuts over. Nice piece of running by McAuliffe.
Rolling.
Down at the 22.
Gets tracked down by Calvin Nell. And just gives the ball up. Not enough support there for Jack McAuliffe.
And that's what's so difficult about rugby. You do all that work, and you immediately give the ball over, and that is a big hit.
Maricelli. That's Ricky Neal Feller holding his shoulder after that big hit. Wow. Great job by Anderson to keep that ball available in the hands of Cam Dolan. Notice the composure. He slows it down, waits for help. Calvin now on the way, finding the corner.
And the South African gives Life 5 more.
That's what experience will do for you. Cam Dolan in the open field, and look how he just pulls it back and starts to look around. A lot of people would just kind of pin their ears back and try to hammer for the line, and that's a great job to look around for support.
This will be a tricky conversion attempt. You can see the angle. Wind at the back.
Okay, 10 seconds now.
Zach Miller off the mark, and we send it to the Life section. And Marty Snyder.
I'm a brave man, I'll tell you that, Todd. The guys who sent the most, or the university that sent the most people here, is Life University. They have 800 fans here. Here's how it worked. They had 500 tickets. All the schools got 500 tickets. Those were sold out in one day for Life. Then they asked for more tickets. They got 200 more. Those sold out in one day. So they got 100 more tickets. They brought 800 fans here. I think they're having a good time. They're chanting and screaming and yelling, and all their cheers are about Life. It's a good thing, Todd. We're having fun over here.
Marty stands out because he's not wearing anything day glow. I mean,
I'm wearing the blue. I'm not in the lime green. Yeah.
Life is good.
Life is good. Navy finding out just how good they are. 27-0 as we go under 3.5 minutes to play. The Naval Academy just trying to get themselves on the board. They are battling and hitting hard.
Go. Back.
Penalty taken quickly. Jack McCullough with the ball. McCullough's a special player. Doesn't look like the biggest threat as a rugby player, but a lot of skills. Just talked to his dad, Terry, in the stands. They're going to score, Navy is.
And they get it closer for the conversion, so
Ron Helms.
Navy gets it in, and they get 5. But this is a team that is really, we talk about the injuries, it's a fact for everyone, but they are missing one of their best players, as Seamus Seafring is unable to go today with the ankle, and he is the Moose.
Life, clear out, please. Life.
Great distribution. Ricky Neal Feller, number 4 for Navy, a great player in his own right. McCullough to take the conversion kick.
And McCullough works it through the stick, so 27-7. Ron Helms, young man out of Lake Elsinore, California.
Okay, you good with time?
You can see the Navy midshipmen around the field and the hotel, and are there politer kids in the world?
Oh, they're
everything's yes, sir. It's like, sir, I don't see my dad anywhere.
There's McCullough, his dad, the former Democratic National Chairman for Bill Clinton. He got to give me more on that story. He said he was playing golf with Obama and Clinton. Said, hey, do you want to meet the Navy rugby team? And they showed up at Andrews Air Force Base. Shook all the hands of the players and then got on a plane, took off.
President Clinton enjoying the game from his time in Oxford. I don't know if President Obama ever played any rugby.
I'm not sure. What position would Obama
I know
play?
He loves the basketball. I don't know, maybe did a little surfing when he was in Hawaii, but
Slide over, slide over, slide over.
Where would you put Obama? Prop? What, I mean,
no, he's too skinny for prop.
Straighten up, guys.
Maybe on the wing. I don't know.
President Brian Hightower said that.
I don't know if Obama's got any speed or not. So
backwards.
Just over a minute to play here in the second half. Life firmly in control of this one, 27-7 over the Naval Academy. And what waits is the Cal Golden Bears, and this is just pure speed for Life.
Gerson Blaze.
Blaze takes it across, and it almost looks like he knocked the wind out of himself as he came down, a little more downward pressure than possibly anticipated.
Yeah, it looks like he might have hurt himself on the touchdown there.
Tackle.
Look at this, plant the foot and go.
Well, we talked about players throughout this tournament who might make it into the USA Sevens camp. Gerson Blaze has already been there. A couple years ago, he got pulled into the squad by Al Caravelli. Never made it on tour, but a lot of speed, as you can see right there.
Break down the dive. And Cam Dolan has come out of the game, but he loves what he sees.
Dolan got a call last night from head coach Mike Tolkien of the USA National 15s team. Said, we're going to need you down here in Houston for this Ireland match. So he's on his way with Seamus Kelly, with Coach Dan Payne, going to go down to Houston.
Leave it. Back on.
Final 40 seconds of this one, 34-7, Life on top. All right, well, we have a moment, and it looks like Life is going to take care of business. Life and Cal in the final, and that is an intriguing matchup. Who do you like and why?
It's hard to say, and it depends on who has the moments. They both can tackle, and I think that's what it'll come down to. You got some horses on both sides. Seamus Kelly is capable of going through a line, making some line breaks, but you got about 5 other guys on Cal who can do that too. Also got some horses on Life's side, so if Cal makes any mistakes, it's going to be a great matchup. It's kind of the one everyone kind of looked at coming into this tournament, and boy, did both of these teams want to crack at each other.
Knock on. Advantage white. Coming game. Knock on.
It'll be interesting to see what Life has left in the tank as they face Cal. Remember, Cal getting the victory over UCLA in dominating fashion, but UCLA struck first, and Jack Clark's Bears came roaring back to get the victory. So it'll be Life and Cal for the championship here at PPL Park, and make sure that everyone got healthy. Brian, it's a short turnaround to the championship. As a player, what do you do in that few moments that you have really to recoup?
Get off your feet straight away. You got to get something in your body to replenish all those calories you just burnt, but you can't put too much in. It's kind of that delicate balance. Each player is going to have to decide how much they want in their gut, but you definitely don't feel like knocking back a bunch of food after a game like this, but you know you have to.
Knock on, they play the advantage. It's scooped up quickly by Paris Hollis, young man out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And Life can just kick this one out, and why not put